Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, the insane Daryl Wayne. How are you, Daryl?
I am fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Dandy Don's ice cream is what that brought up in mind. We have a guest in studio.
Lynn Fairley's here. Let's get her a mic if necessary.
All right. If you decide you want to ask a question, just jump in, Lynn. We're an ecumenical radio show.
Yeah, she's armed and dangerous.
I know. And she has a nickname, Barger. I don't understand, but we're going to go to Brenda Allen now. She's a 14-year breast cancer survivor and one of the models in the October 1st Pink Saves fashion show at the Citadel Outlets in the Southern California area. There'll be similar events happening throughout the country, but we're going to concentrate on the Citadel Outlets. Daryl and I are proud to be media sponsors for this event, and we welcome Brenda to the show. Brenda, when you were first diagnosed with breast cancer, what went through your head? What was the first thing that went through your mind?
Oh my! I think despair. It was just an earth-shattering diagnosis. It was just truly unbelievable. And initially, it's surreal because you just don't believe it. You just don't believe it.
And good. And what happens is you went home, and did it get worse?
No, actually, it did not get worse.
I mean, not the cancer, your head.
Oh, my attitude.
Your attitude.
No, it didn't get worse, but I'm one of those people that can say that everything just started happening so fast. I mean, I found myself, having to, of course, tell everyone in your family, which is something you don't want to do. You kind of wish you could keep it to yourself because you don't want to cause them any grief or unhappiness. But, you literally have to force yourself to tell them what's going on. And, of course, I had a lot of family support, so they jumped right in and, came right over. And, it seemed like I ended up getting into treatment like very, very fast, very quick.
And that was 14 years ago, so I wonder if it's just as fast today. I hope it is. One of the things that you've done is you've been a volunteer with the Komen Foundation. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. Whenever I can, although I'm a working survivor, so I have a pretty demanding job. So whenever I can, yes, I definitely do, and I am very happy to say that I think that a lot of the events and fundraisers that they've done has brought us all to where we are today with so much of survivors, so many survivors now.
Well, we've got a big event happening on October 1st at the Citadel. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I don't know much about it other than I'm going to be one of the models in their fashion show. I think it's going to be a huge event, not just a fashion show, but I think they're doing several things during that event for fundraising, and I am so looking forward to it, even though I am a little nervous about being a model. Because
you're going to be great on the runway.
Well, let's hope so.
When you were diagnosed originally 14 years ago, what course of treatment did you take? And if you were diagnosed today, would the course of treatment be the same?
Well, I don't think so. I think that my situation was kind of different because I ended up losing my job, first of all. And because of that, I ended up with a different health care situation. So I kind of ended up in a trial, a test trial. So based on that, during that time when you got the kind of diagnosis that I got, which was stage 4 in one of my breasts, the recommendation was just to do a mastectomy of that breast. But because I ended up in this trial, by the grace of God, during that trial, they were trying something different, and that was they were trying the chemotherapy first before the surgery to see how the tumor would react to the chemotherapy. And in my case, it reacted very well. In fact, after the chemotherapy, they had a hard time finding the lump to be able to remove it. So they did the chemotherapy first, then they did the surgery, then they did more chemotherapy, and then I also participated in radiation therapy and also hormone therapy at that time. So I went through the gambit of the whole thing.
And today you are cancer-free?
Cancer-free.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And a survivor. Let's talk about the event. I'm reading this, so bear with me, everybody. On October 1st, they're going to unveil the world's largest breast cancer awareness ribbon. It is going to be 76 feet tall by 29 and a half feet wide. It will weigh 6,500 pounds, just a few pounds less than I weigh. And it's built to withstand winds up to 120 miles an hour. Go ahead, Daryl.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think we'll get to that here.
No, I hope not.
Being in Southern California.
Well, in Santa Barbara, last week or the week before, they had winds. There was, I don't know what they call it, a vortex, and it was like 85 mile an hour winds.
Did you know that a hurricane, a typhoon, and a cyclone are all the same thing?
I did not.
Yeah.
So what was on the Wizard of Oz
Depends on where it is, yeah.
Okay.
But that's 7 stories tall, by the way. 7 stories. 76 feet is 7 stories tall.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's huge. Let's see. I'll give anybody $1 in the room who can tell me how many individual pink sequins there will be on this thing.
Wow.
73,500.
Richard Simmons wants them back. I'm just
afterwards he gets them back. It's true. There are going to be all kinds of activities during the month, including discounts at all the stores at the Citadel. And they're also going to have, what is it? Oh, if you make a donation, you get 25% off at each participating retailer. Lynn, should we go? I mean, all right, Lynn and I have got a date. We're going to go. Maybe I can get a new pair of pants. And they're going to have all kinds of different things there, by the way, and including free mammograms and other things that'll be happening throughout the month at the Citadel. Today, do you even think about your breast cancer?
I do. And I'm just grateful every single day for continuing to be a survivor and cancer-free. And I think everyone should come to the Citadel on October 1st. Make a donation or just come and take pictures. Just show your support, because believe it or not, when you're a survivor and you look around at these events and you see all these people, it brings me to tears because it just feels so supportive. It just feels so good. It makes you feel happy.
By the way, if you are interested in registering, you can go to pinksaves.com, and there's another place too, and that's the Komen Foundation. Just Google Susan G. Komen Foundation Los Angeles for more information. But right now, pinksaves.com is the place to go for more information on this. Have you talked with other breast cancer survivors?
I have. And it seems that all the stories are very different. And it's good to talk to people. Usually it's people at the Susan G. Komen events when I speak to people that are breast cancer survivors. And luckily a lot of those people are very supportive, very positive, and that helps. That helps to have those kind of people to talk to.
We have a friend who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4, And the Komen Foundation has been very beneficial to our friend, and she's called me several times to tell me how helpful with information that the Komen Foundation provides free of charge.
We have another friend that was diagnosed 15 years ago, and as Brenda pointed out, they went the normal course, which was a double mastectomy at the time. It was stage 4 breast cancer, and she went through chemotherapy almost every week for the past 14 or 15 years and is still around. They gave her like 6 months to live 15 years ago.
Wow.
That's
well,
amazing.
The one thing I say to anyone going through this kind of situation with breast cancer is that you are not your breast. And with courses of, trying to cure and save lives, you're not your hair either. If you lose your hair, you're not your hair. Believe me, people that love you are going to love you whether you have one breast, both breasts, neither breast, hair, no hair. They want you around. They love you.
Did you lose hair?
I did. All of it.
And did
Susan,
that mentally affect you?
Oh, absolutely. But because I stand by I am not my hair, I think that got me through it. Not only that, I notice these days a lot of the women are, not conscious of, showing their head without the hair, with their bald head.
It's actually a fashion statement.
Yes, now it's a fashion statement. Well, back in those days it wasn't. But, the Susan G. Komen Foundation has resources for wigs that I used during that time, and that also helped me get through it. They have wigs, they have scarves, they have hats. It helped you get through all of it, all that you were going through. And your hair does grow back.
Yeah, it does grow back. That is true. What would be the one thing that you would say to all women that they should do regarding breast health, in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, the one thing I would say is don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Because that, I think, stops a lot of women from going to have the tests done, the mammograms, going forward with the treatment. It's just fear. It's just fear. And don't let that get the best of you. Don't be afraid. Look for support. It's out there.
Brenda, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. You are going to rock it on that on the runway so much that next season you're going to be on Project Runway.
Well, I hope so.
Okay, wow, that'll be great. You could see Brenda and others at the upcoming event, which is on October 1st from 4 to 5 o'clock. It'll be highlighting a month-long series of events at the Citadel Outlets. And just go to pinksaves.com, pinksaves.com. I'm Mark Alyn along with Daryl. We'll be back. Don't go away. More coming up. Robert Clancy is next.
Welcome to Guide to the Soul. This is Robert Clancy. When your life's problems seem to rise and fall like the waves on a stormy ocean, let hope become your life raft and faith become your paddle. Every sea touches a calm shoreline somewhere in the world, and eventually this storm that you're going through will pass too. Never allow negative circumstances to define you. Whatever happens to you in life may be fated, and it certainly can't be changed after the fact. What you can change is how you feel about it and how you're going to let it affect you. Today is a brand new day, and as with any gift, share it with love and gratitude.
For more inspiration from Robert Clancy, visit guidetothesoul.com or go to the Moments with Robert page on latenighthealth.com.
Are you being audited, and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate a lower tax bill. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any IRS actions, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the Tax Doctor now for a free IRS audit emergency review.
800-663-5107. 800-663-5107. 800-663-5107. That's 800-663-5107.